Hey Projectors, welcome back to Project Finance, and today's video we're going to go over week 25 of Dividend Challenge. If you're new to the series, Dividend Challenge invests $200 every week, no matter how good or bad the market is, with the goal of reaching 20,000 by the end of the year. And if you guys are new to the channel, hi, my name is Dennis, and my main focus of this channel is to help people with their personal finances and help them save money, mainly focusing on millennials, people younger than that. So if you guys are in that category, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content. And with that being said, we'll start with the video. And the first segment is usually the news, but not much happened last week. But one big thing is going to happen this week, which is October 22nd is going to be the last presidential debate for the Democratic and Republican Party. So be sure to tune in for that. And also be sure to vote. Today's October 19th, which is the last day to register a vote. So if you guys haven't done so, I hope you guys did, because this video is coming out on Thursday and it'll be too late by then. So if you guys registered to vote, be sure to go vote. If you guys are in California, you guys would have got your mail-in ballots by now already. You can also sign up for a mailing check-in. So if you aren't too sure if your ballot got to the destination, you can sign up on the website and then they'll email you or text you and saying that they got your ballot. So I'm not sure if other countries or other counties are doing that, but I know Orange County is doing that. I'm pretty sure LA County is doing that as well. So if you guys are uncomfortable with voting in person, the mailing option is viable. There's multiple ways to make sure it's secure. You can drop it up at their official boxes. You can mail it in. Absolutely no charge for the mailing. And it should be pretty secure in my opinion. If someone steals your mail, it's a federal crime. They'll go to jail for 10 plus years. Is it really worth it to go to jail just to get rid of one or two votes? So I don't think so. So I'm pretty sure it's pretty safe and secure, and there should be no reason why someone shouldn't vote. The window to vote in person is a lot bigger now. Before it was just the one day, but now due to the virus, they extended the polling window. So be sure to check your county how big the window is and to make sure to go and vote. With a bigger window of voting, there should be less people, less crowds. So if you do want to vote in person, it should be pretty safe as well. There should be social distancing in your area. The line should be less crowded and you'll get to voting a lot quicker. I hope one day we'll be able to vote online and vote on your phone or on your computer. But till then, I think a lot of these options are pretty good, especially the voting by mail. You don't have to go drive to a polling area and wait forever. I remember last time when I voted 4 years ago for the Hillary Clinton Trump, I had to wait in line for an hour and a half. I had to leave work and my job at that time did not give me hours to go vote, so I had to take vacation to go vote because my shift ends at 6:37 and by then the polls are closed, so I had to take off a couple hours of vacation to go vote. So with the mailing voting, it's great. You can vote in person, you can do research at home. To be honest, some stuff I didn't know when I went to go vote in 2016. I was like, I didn't know that person's on there. I don't know what they're doing. Some propositions I didn't know. Being able to vote at home, you can do research while you're doing your ballot and everything like that. So I think it's great. Voting by mail is a great option. I believe the non-presidential voting is already vote by mail. So I think it's pretty secure in that sense that already something that's been done and it's successful. And I think people in the army also vote by mail as well. So this isn't the first time voting by mail is a thing. It's been going on forever. Just the presidential voting by mail isn't something new. So just make sure you guys vote. And with that being said, I'll jump into the portfolio and into the video. So we'll log in here. So last week we were at $17,387. I forgot last week was Columbus Day on Monday, so my $200 did not deposit. So we should see a $400 deposit between last video and this video. So at the minimum, this should be a $17,787, assuming that the market didn't go down and just the flat $400 being inputted into the portfolio. I think the market was in the green last week, so I'm expecting it to be a little bit over 17.7, but I guess we'll see right now. And we're at 17.6, so actually the market did go down. It went down about $140 because it should be at 780, but let's see what went down and just go over the portfolio first. So our current value is $17,646.05, a total gain of $2,645.60, a total return of 21.96%. Go down to the first pie. So the aggressive ETF pie, we're at a total value of $8,605.53, a total gain of $1,008.48, total return 16.84%. Let's go inside. Yeah, I think VOO went down. I believe last week this was 20%. VWO and VB still being the top two. VWO being at 25.6% and VB being at 24.22%. We'll go over the week right now. REITs fell 4.59%. So that means that last week it was about 10%. VOO also dropped 2.97%. Overall, I think last week was just a red week after Columbus Day. If we go over the day, it's also pretty red. This accounts for half of what happened last week, 1.52%. If you go over the week, it's about 3% and the day is 1.52%. So I guess this week is just starting off, it's not doing so well. Pretty red day today. But let's go over to the next pie. So the next pie is the dividend hunting pie. We're at a total value of $4,324.93, up $585.52, up 19.88%. So I already noticed that this is went down as well because everything's not 20%. and DHY and AGNC is not at 20% anymore. I believe last week they were both at 20%. BlackRock still being at first at 23.07%, and GUF being at 21.13% over the week. And you can see AGNC fell 1.1%, and DHY also falling 2.53%, and everything else is also red in terms of last week's stocks. But let's go to the last pie, which is the work from home pie. Work from home pie, we're at $4,715.59, up $948.91, up 25.93%. Let's go inside, and everything is still in the green. So I guess that's still great that at least everything's still in the green. There's nothing red, just the last week is kind of a red week. But let's see here, Zoom is up 120%. I think this went up a little bit more as well. Chegg at 17.71%. So I think in terms of the week, this one was pretty good. Let's see the week. As a pie went up 2.88%, but we do see some red here. Adobe at 3.07%, Microsoft at 3.24%, and DocuSign at 1.49%. For some reason, Zoom's still going up 15.62%. I think because quarterly earnings coming out soon. So we'll see if it goes up some more. I'm really sad that this is overweight and I can't put more stocks in it. And a share of it's $568. I just can't afford that on my Robinhood. I mean, I can, but like I don't want to pay the premium for it. So if you guys bought it back in August, you guys pretty much doubled your money. So if I kept putting money into Zoom and it didn't like jump right here, yeah, I would have been like double my money. Man, FOMO. There's always a FOMO in the stock market, but you know, you never know like why did it jump? Because look at this, like it's just been crazy. You guys bought it when the quarantine happened around March. You guys would have had it at 135 and you would have 5x your return. A year from today, which is 2019, you would have like 9x your investment, which is insane. In a year making 9 times your money, that's kind of crazy. If you look at his lifetime, like look at this, this is so crazy. Like you can't predict this, that it gets skyrocket to the moon. Yeah. FOMO all the time with stocks, especially tech stocks. I personally think I'm not a financial advisor. I wouldn't jump in right now at 568 unless you want to play earning calls. I'll probably buy it when it dips one more time. Post earning calls, people usually take their gains and call it a day. If you want to buy into Zoom thinking it's going to do good long term, I'll probably do post earning calls and don't take the gamble. But if you guys want to gamble, I think Zoom's a pretty good gamble. And according to NASDAQ, Zoom's earning call is going to be on December 3rd, 2020. So about a month and a half from now, kind of longs away. But if you guys want to play earning calls or just kind of buy it before earning calls comes out and sell it right before, that's cool too. But if you guys want to kind of keep it long term, I'll probably buy it post earning calls and see what happens. But that's just my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own research. Let's look at Chegg real quick. So it looks like Chegg kind of fell today. Still going up since for the last month. It opened up and jumped to 87, 88, and then kind of fall throughout the day. This is one of the cheaper stocks that I would probably invest into. It's kind of also a long-term stock as well. The reason why I would buy Chegg over Zoom in terms of earning calls is because Chegg doesn't really have that many competitors in terms of Zoom. I know the market for Zoom is like super big, especially with all the other social media platforms like Facebook and TikTok. They're upping their game with a voice call. Zoom is for mainly business purposes, but I can see someone like Facebook kind of jumping into that market, and there's just too many options for webcam talking right now. There's like WebEx, Microsoft Teams, Discord, Zoom, Facebook Messenger, Google Hangouts. I don't know, MySpace has one. So like there's just too many options right now. I do understand that Zoom is more for business, but until they solidify themselves as number one and no one else can beat them, I think it's still a little bit of a risk to buy it at such a high market. Versus Chegg, there's not many schooling options like this one. Like everyone knows about Chegg. It's kind of like the number one for education online. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let's go back here. And the other one that I want to see is DocuSign. I think DocuSign is doing pretty well overall. DocuSign is also one that I would probably invest over Zoom just because DocuSign is the only one doing this. I think only other one that can compete with them is Adobe maybe. And maybe if Google gets into like more official documentation, because I know with Google you can open up files and they have their own Google Sheets, Google Docs. I think they're the only one that can jump into this market of like official documentation. But let's see overall how they're doing. Yeah, last month they've just been going up. They had a kind of dip today. They went down $6, down 2.64%. But overall, I think it's pretty cheap as of right now. I don't see anyone competing with DocuSign that I know of. But that's pretty much it for the pies. Let's go over the activity here. So last week was the 12th, but the deposit came on 13th because the 12th was a holiday. So we see a $200 deposit here. The morning trades to 18.81, and then another deposit for today, which is $200. Morning trades at 199.97. I guess there's no dividends this week, so we'll go straight to the holdings for today. So top 3 is Zoom. It's just 10 times higher than my second one. Zoom's at 117%. VWO is at 18.38% and VB at 16.05%. Check coming in with fourth at 15.08. Let's go to bottom 3. So bottom 3 is SHOI with negative 0.13%. Microsoft at 1.36% and Q being at 2.58%. Out of my whole portfolio, only down 11 cents. I'm not complaining there. And I think Zoom is the highest overall gain, unrealized gain. And that is correct, with VOO being my second at about $426. I think VOO is the highest slice out of all my pies, so it makes sense for it to be second. But I think Zoom is actually like one of the smaller ones too. Let's see. Yeah, Zoom I only have 25% of 15%. So it's actually not even the highest in terms of this pie. It's the lowest actually, which is pretty funny. When you get 100% returns, that's what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for today's video. Let me know down below what's your thoughts on Zoom versus the other platforms like Discord and Microsoft Teams and WebEx. And lastly, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you guys liked the video, subscribe to the channel for more content, and ring the notification bell for all the updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.